This video demonstrates proper barbell squat technique. First, let's take a look at improper squatting form. Here, the knees drift over the feet as Melissa is descending. This is common imperfection in squatting form. It's caused by the quads being stronger than the glutes and the hamstring muscles. This type of form puts pressure on the knees, but it also limits the incorporation of the glutes and hamstrings, which are muscles you definitely want to hit while squatting. Luckily, this flaw in squatting technique is easily rectified. Use a bench or a box and sit down onto that surface and make sure that your thigh is parallel to the surface of the floor. Squat onto the box, keeping in mind that the knees should not drift over the feet. If you have to sit down and put your weight onto the box at first, this is fine, but try to get to the point where you're just touching the butt to the box and coming right back up again without actually putting weight onto the box. This may take a few sets to get used to, but most people can learn to squat successfully in proper form in just a couple sets. Here's another view of proper squatting technique. Notice how my knees are pushed out to the sides as I'm squatting back onto the box. This is important because imbalances and weaknesses in the hip muscles will cause people's knees to bow towards one another. So make it a point to push your knees out and keep your shins in one place as you're squatting back to the box. Here Melissa is performing a working set, or a set where the weight is becoming challenging for her. You may notice that the first couple inches of the squat, or those first couple inches where Melissa is ascending off of the box, you can tell that her knees want to cross over her feet and her quads take over. Here she's mindfully keeping her hips back and pushing through her heels to maintain her form. If she had weight over this, she probably wouldn't be able to do that. So this is about the maximum weight that Melissa can perform a proper squat at. Keep that in mind when you're doing your own squats. Always keep your ego in the bag while squatting. Make sure that your technique is flawless, and after a few weeks of practicing this technique, weak areas will start to disappear. Here's a view of the squat setup. Place the bar on your back right in the middle of your traps, or where it's most comfortable. Put your hands out again to a comfortable level. For me, my shoulders aren't real flexible, so they tend to go out a little wider than some people's might. Stand up with a straight back, take a couple steps out, perform your squats. I'm doing squats here in a safety squat rack, and if I ever lose control of the weight, I can just lean over and walk out safely.